Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on last year's national champions, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Hokies will kick it away to start. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia Tech's offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. You saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Finds his big tight end. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. It's complete on the right side. He's loose. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and they now lead by 5. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Yes, the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It's hard to say just let that thing hit the ground. Your instincts take over, but he would have been better off to let it fall.
No, you're right. And your inclination is to go catch it when the ball's in the air. But nice job. You're not going to get to the quarterback. You're not going to sack him. What do? Get your hands in the air, try to disrupt the throwing lane, and get a tip.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Offside, defense.
So they'll... Penalty, please, with the results of that last play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is...
There he goes! They got him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line. One might have saved the touchdown.
just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Got his man quickly. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Got his man on the right. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
It's now 4th and goal.
That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. The offense changing the play. From the gun. Take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. They want to throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their 3rd of the day. They're number 1 in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful year.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Motion from the back. Floats it out in space. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Steamrolls his way ahead. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Makes the grab. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Pulls it in at the 25. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. At the 35, he's got room. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Puts it out in the flat. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's short. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Hokies send out the punt unit.
Number 13, on to kick it away.
Wants to bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Caught close to the marker, it's Boston. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Firing to the right, complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Quarterback making adjustments. Got it in the middle, it's Lawson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Georgia Tech.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say,
intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. This time he's got it. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads-up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Got blown out in the 1st half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
The Hokies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Hokies will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Gets the back moving. Oh, maybe a double pass. Here's a Heat. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now on second down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here on third down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try to capitalize on this field position.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Rushes on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hester. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. It's caught across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Virginia Tech, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Got it behind the line. It's Burt. At the 40, there he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back into play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but
he lets one fly deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points. Touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. This time he's got his man. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hokies!
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Powers through the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Throws it back. Oh, they're after it. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Under fire. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burke. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burke. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Now on 1st down from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Wants to throw again. Quick completion on the out. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They're dealing with a second and long.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. This drive will open from the 15. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Turning on the Jets. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, just to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. That'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got his man across the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He's got an open man. Flying down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the...
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it.
66, Virginia Tech, 16.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the...
There he goes! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
They'll line up for a second down play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Boom. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates